I'm working on this hybrid Buick LaCrosse. Has a hybrid alternator on there, this huge, gigantic thing right here. That's the new used one. But you gotta have a special tool to take the tensioner off. And that's the tensioner right there, this spring. So, let's see how good this bad boy works. Got it off Amazon, probably like 65 bucks or something like that. And give it a shot and see how I'm gonna make this work. Let's check it out. So in order to get the tensioner to be able to move, you gotta take this bolt out here. It's like a little lock for the tensioner. My ratchet ain't fitting in there, so I loosened it with the ratchet. Now I'm just gonna back it out by hand now. And look, it's actually coming off. Right. Just like that. So now we can hook our tool up. It should go just like that. And start cranking down on it. See what that says? Know what it is. I'm actually gonna use my electric. So from how it looks, this is actually gonna work pretty well. You can see the tool closing up. So that means it's definitely putting tension on this spring here. Let's see how much slack I got on the belt now. That's pretty good. A little bit more. Alright. So now, pull it off one of these slide pullers. And the belt is off. So, it's pretty good too. Did what it was supposed to do. Having a little issue getting this belt off, but it'll come off. Alright, so the belt is off. Like I said, this tool is awesome, man. It got right into the spot that I needed to get into, and it did what it was supposed to do, put tension on that spring. So I highly recommend it. It's a GM belt tensioner tool. But yeah, I'm gonna get breaking this down so I can take this alternator off.
What's going on, you? Welcome to the weekend. By the way, do you still have an iPhone like from the early 2000s? I think they came out in 2001. Well, if you do, whether you use it or not,
Now, before I do anything with this here bad boy, I'm gonna take this cover off and I'm gonna check and see if there's any power going to there, because yeah, this unit gets pretty hot and I don't want any issues, so stay tuned. This is how you disconnect power to the hybrid alternator. See, got a little sensor on the bottom of there. This is gonna take our voltmeter. Let's touch and see if we got any power. As you can see, it would light up if it was anything going on and tell me exactly how many volts is going to this unit, and we have nothing. So we are good to take this bad boy off. Safety precautions, that's all. Rather safe than electrocuted. And these are 10 millimeter bolts. Not for the job. The light is probably killing me. Take these 3 bad boys loose, take them off, and that'll disconnect all power to the alternator. Well, there's no power going to it because I got the battery. Where's it at? Battery disconnected. But yeah. You see how they're separated? They got plastic in between them to make sure ain't no discrepancies. No mistakes. Alright, so that is fully disconnected. Take that up out the way, set that over there. We're gonna start breaking this alternator down. Take the coolant lines off of it. I'm gonna have to drain some coolant. And I'm gonna get the bottom 2 bolts from the bottom, basically. So keep y'all tuned in. Taking these coolant lines off. Looks like I'm gonna do the other one from the bottom because the lip isn't facing me at all. Oh, yes it is. It's up top. Get some needle noses real quick. Good. Needle nose pliers. The greatest. Fucking stubborn. Got it. I got a drying pan under there that's catching it, so I'm not making too much of a mess. Now take these bottom 2 bolts out, hoping I ain't gotta remove the fans, but I just might. Probably my second time doing one of these, second or third time, so I really don't remember, but man, I'm getting it done. Bottom line, I can fix that. I'm taking out the last 2 bolts. That's what my ratchet is. Got one of them loose, the other one's right on the other side of it. You can't really see from this angle, but once I get those loose, hopefully this alternator comes right out. So So stay tuned, folks. Alright, so I had to go top and bottom on this joint, man. I got 2 of the 3 bolts from the top. I loosened the 3rd one, but I had to come down the bottom to actually get it out. Yeah, y'all see me. All me too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just got done putting a transmission in this car, and then the battery light was on. And it was a hybrid, so we put a battery in it. Well, they put a battery in it, and I let them know that, yeah, this joint will need an alternator. So it went out and got the alternator used. It was like a $1,200 alternator, brand new. So the customer that chose to get a new used one, and we put that bad boy in there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do instead of fighting with this, I got the tool to take this bolt off. So I'm gonna just take this whole stud off of here and get it out the way so I can just lift the alternator straight up out of there instead of trying to go back and forth and wiggle and finesse it. So hold on. Matter of fact, y'all can come with me. Check out my little tool collection. So that should be one of these. Little bag, and the one that's missing is actually the one that I need. So, let's see if I can find it. This is probably it right here, actually. Or is it? It's this one. It is an E8. Like a glove. I need a 1/4 inch ratchet. Let's take this bad boy off of here. Remove the whole stud. Lift this bad boy right up out of here. Oh, a little too fast there. Set that there out the way. You're probably gonna need 2 hands to pick this alternator up. This bad boy heavy.
Is that a brand new okay. Princesses? So you looked at a car for free.
Got it. Up. That one going in. one of the bolts back down the bottom now. And it went right in too. Beautiful. Yep. I'm gonna put the other one in from the bottom. I learned my lesson. I'm trying to fight with it from the top. Slide that bad one right at the bottom. And loosen and tighten it, everything from the bottom. So I'm gonna do that once I get this one situated. Tighten up to get the ratchet on. Put everything in place. So when I go down low and put that bolt in, that'll be the last bolt that has to go in, and then I can just tighten everything up. I can even tighten the other side from the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. I'm gonna go down low and tighten everything. Hook everything up and tighten it up. It's all about the angles, baby. And the alternator is now in the car. Bolted in. I just gotta go hook up the electrical. Alright, so I'm putting it back together now, doing everything basically in reverse order. Putting these hoses back on. It's not really focusing. I wanted to. Check get those clamps lined up. It's electrical connection for this down here somewhere. Not exactly sure where it went. There we go. Hook that up. It goes on the bottom of the alternator. Yeah, right there in this section. This clamp back up. Now this is the power that comes from the alternator and goes to the hybrid battery and powers the vehicle, basically. Tighten these bad boys back down. Cover back on, make sure the electrical connection is in the right spot. If it is, it should drop down just like that. Take these 3 bolts, put those bad boys back on there. After we're done, we're going to top off the coolant. Well, after I'm done, I'm going to top off the coolant. Not crazy tight, nice and snug there. All right, I'm about to get this belt back on here. It's dropped all the way down there somewhere. Oh, there it go. See if I can get my hands on it. Alright, that part goes there. This here slides down under there. It feels like we're off somewhere. I'm gonna need 2 hands to do this, so I'll be right back, y'all. Yeah, I need 2 hands. So there you have it. The alternator is in the vehicle, it's installed. The belt's back on. My fault, y'all. Yeah, the belt's back on there. I'm now about to uninstall the spring compressor tool. So simple. Throw my basically loosen, and the tension goes right back on the spring. Tool feels a little stuck, but I'm pretty sure it'll come on. Put this on the bloopers. Look, you get the tool off. So once again, this was the tool that helped me compress that spring right there. That's the tensioner spring. And I mean, I was wondering, there's a little nut down there if you can see it. I mean, I had my 19 on there. I was prying, pulling, plugging, pry bar, breaker bar, everything. Nothing, everything wouldn't move. So I ordered the proper tool to get the job done, and that did it for me. Like you see, it's a GM belt tensioner compressor. I guess that's the part number. And it got the job done, man. Can't complain about it. It's a great little tool for $65. CTA, ETA. I'm not sure. Sorry if I butchered you guys' name. There we go. CTA. Man, you to the collections.